Hi, everyone. Here with analysts Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Taking a look at the Clippers. And it's the Sixers to start out. Outside Harden. It's rebounded by Zubac. And the Clippers call time here. And as is the case most nights, we've got a lot of talent in the backcourt for both of these squads, Clark.
Yeah, there's so many outstanding shot makers and playmakers in the backcourts across the league. I do believe it is clearly a guards league these days. All of these guys can light it up and will light you up. So clearly a shooter's league is what you see most of now.
Now Los Angeles with it. George outside. Pass to Zubac. George with it. Green picks him up. Here's Leonard. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Outside Harden. From deep three-point range. Outside Green. Back to Maxey. The three is up. And Green good for three.
One of the primary ways Green helps this offense, operating as a stretch big.
And about a minute gone in the first quarter.
Hitting the afterburners to get the easy slam.
Philadelphia with the ball. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Embiid with it. He's picked up by Zubac. Here's Green to the left wing. Embiid, good.
Powerful move by Embiid right there. He makes beating the defense look easy.
And last season's scoring champion, Joel Embiid, the first center to lead the league in scoring since Big Shaq way back in the 2000 season.
Man, out to Covington. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Leonard for three. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Leonard. Now Philadelphia with it. Outside Harden. Harris outside. The shot off that time.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Shot by Leonard, no good. And Joel Embiid, last season, the first center to average over 30 a game since Moses Malone did it back in 1982, Greg.
Oh, B.A., talk about historic company. And how about this? Also the first ever international player to lead the NBA in scoring, too. I mean, he won't be the last with the way things are. Can't get anything to go this period. Seems like he's hit a wall.
Pass to Embiid. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
And at 250 lbs, Embiid is a terror inside, using that large frame to draw those fouls.
And he can't get the first one.
This is really amazing. I mean, from March 1st, 2014 to October 26, 2016, Joel Embiid didn't play in a basketball game. 31 long months, rehabbing back and foot injury.
Now here's George. Consistent production from him, averaging around 27.5 points a game.
And, you know, some of the sequences and plays that George pulls off, just amazing when you consider how good this guy is, particularly handling the ball now.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field. It seems really frustrating.
George really efficient close to the hoop. He makes the most of just about every chance down low.
Now give Philadelphia credit. They didn't rush Embiid back.
They, in fact, trusted the process, pun intended, folks. And Joel has returned the favor. An MVP caliber center who changes a franchise. He is a franchise cornerstone piece. A great example of how being patient and doing what's best for the player ends up being a winning combination for all.
For three, Maxey. Philadelphia, the rebound. It's deflected. To the inside. Here's Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
George's all-around game is very impressive. His passing has really grown. He's able to whip passes over the open teammates right on time and on target now.
So both teams making some changes here. The Sixers trailing. And they go to the intentional foul. And a new group getting ready for the Clippers.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
Outside Milton. And the ball out of play. The Clippers will have it.
Out of bounds.
Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
And the ball out of play. The Sixers will have it. And Philadelphia has possession. Trailing by 2. To end the run. Not going to go that time. The Clippers go the other way with it.
You know, in the past several seasons, there's been one constant with the 76ers. They're going to be among the best defensive teams in the league.
Here's Highland. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Just 5 on the clock. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets.
Time called here. The 76ers decide to talk it over. Here's Milton. A minute 39 left in the first quarter here. The Sixers' identity really does center around their defense.
It's so true, B.A., and they've done a great job playing to their strengths. That's the key for any contending team. Maximize your players' talents. Philly has done that as well as anybody.
And stolen by Harrell. The crossover out to Harris. It's a one-on-one situation. Here's Boston. And that one is stuffed right through.
And this kind of play is only going to grow their lead, holding the other guys down on defense and converting on the turnover.
Now here's McDaniels. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
At the line for your
back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, L.A. is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Driving to the basket. Count that one.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
And here's Harris outside. And it's Boston with the rebound. Pass to Hero. There's the three. Drills it from deep. Hero's got 5 points.
Defensively, their effort hasn't been great early on.
Giving up too many open shots. I mean, that's what's happening here. It looked to me to be a bit sluggish.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
We've got 13 seconds left in the first. Harrell the screen. For three, here's Harris. Can't get it to drop. He gets it off. And that's not going to go.
And that's the end of the
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers ending the quarter up 10. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. We'll be right back. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
In addition to that, how about the mid-range action we've seen from this group? Utilizing the jump shot to get them started in the right manner in this one.
Harden misses.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Pass to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Boy, what a find. Harden's passing skill, incredible. James did win an assist title, you know.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
The Bryan Sixers head coach Doc Rivers earned the nickname Doc back in college for wearing a T-shirt with Julius Erving on it. In the NBA, he said, quote, "The first game I started was against the Sixers. I went over and said, Dr. J, how are you?" And he said, "Doc, how are you?" I said, no, I'm Glenn. But he said, "No, you're Doc." And that made me feel like $1 million, guys.
All right, thanks, Allie. And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title-contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals, but without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
And that's a foul called on Jalen McDaniels. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's George. Give him 8 points now. They double-team George. Shot clock at 6. Out to Leonard. From the arc.
Just imagine if he was shooting better. The lead would be even bigger.
Can't get that one to go. And now just 3 of 10 shooting. Harden, deep three-point land. Paul George pulls down the board.
You hate to pile on, but his poor shooting night has really hurt the team.
Pass to man. Here's George. And George with the jam.
Boy, George rising up with great confidence and strength. Threw it down with authority.
Now Green. The shot that time not on target. Good D by Covington.
And right now they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
And another miss by Philadelphia. Up top, George. 10 points for him. Stolen by Harden. Here we go. The Sixers on the break. From deep. And another miss by Philadelphia.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check, and it was maybe a step out of his range.
Pass to Leonard. Into the lane. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback. And the Clippers lead by 17.
Great anticipation on the tip in. He was ready to make that play.
And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only two players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
Already he's looking at his third foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the third quarter.
Timeout called, the Clippers. Well, Clark, it's getting harder to find players' true positions. We've got bigs who bring the ball up the court. We got guards who defend in the post.
Yeah, it's a very different kind of a game. Actually, we hear this phrase positionless basketball all the time, BA, but the skill level of players is so vast now. I mean, everybody handles the ball, wings and bigs, and you mix and match skills across the court and at every position. So a lot of diversity in the skill set of players in today's game.
And Philadelphia has possession. The Clippers getting their last shot to go.
76ers substitution. Shake Milton. D'Anthony Melton.
Here's Mann. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. And Maxey over to help. Knocked loose. Here's Boston. Leonard outside. Pass to Boston. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over Maxey. He can't get that one to fall. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Shoots it from the high post. Off the left rim and out. Here are the Clippers. 16-point lead. After this game, they can look forward to Utah, where they'll have a matchup against the Jazz. And that starts a 4-game road trip for them. Back to Leonard. Pass to Boston. Goes back up. And that's 2 points on the layup. And the Clippers lead by 18.
I don't think there's any question the Sixers made the biggest trade of last season, sending a huge package to the Nets and getting James Harden in return.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points, while the other guys struggle to keep up.
That's a nice soft touch from Embiid. Well, he's so smooth for a guy of his size. Scoring inside for him looks effortless.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. A minute 37 left to play in the second quarter. Pass to Boston. Ooh, Harrell with the denial.
You know, when Harrell does a good job with his positioning defensively, he can block some shots. Solid job right there.
And here's Harris outside. Buries it from 3. Harris has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And Clark, in that Philly-Brooklyn trade, there were 5 players and 2 first-round draft picks involved.
And, B.A., they were big-time players Philly gave up. Simmons, Drummond, Seth Curry. But when you're playing for a title and you can add James Harden, I think you got to take that chance.
4 on the clock. The shot by Boston, no good.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
And clearly not enough defensive presence there.
Boy, he just took advantage and a ferocious jam.
And guys, that'll get his heart rate up a little bit. I can tell you that. Watch out. He can be a dangerous player when his motor is revved up that way.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, and absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power.
Pass to Hero. Doubled by Milton. Here's Highland. Kicks it to Hero. There's the triple. And so it's Kawhi Leonard making highlight for the Clippers. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. More 2K action in just a moment. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. It's George on the wing. Pass to Highland. Back to George. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
Now here's Harden. Zubac with the steal. Here's Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
You're smart about picking his spots. That time, Leonard senses opportunity and flies up the floor.
Here's Embiid. Second chance effort. Lays it up and banks it in. Embiid's got 11.
He's done everything he can tonight, trying to keep this team competitive.
George draws the double. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
The first free throw is good. And Clark, looking at last year's Sixers team, they were last in the NBA in offensive rebounding.
And also last in field goal attempts. And those go hand in hand. If you're not taking a lot of shots, then you're not going to have a chance for a lot of offensive rebounds. That puts tremendous pressure on your offense when you're not getting second shots. I expect them to really emphasize crashing the offensive boards this season.
George. Yes, it's good. George has got 6 in the quarter.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. James Harden, with plenty of confidence, said not to brag or anything, but I'm really good at this game. I'm unselfish. I play the right way. I don't try to do anything I can't do or that doesn't benefit our team. And that mindset keeps me in a good place. B.A.?
Very self-assured, Allie. Thank you. Now here's Leonard. Excellent D there from Embiid.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
Outside Harden. Let's go with a 3. Hits the three-pointer. Harden's got 5.
You know, the foundation of Harden's offensive arsenal is his three-point shot. So I think you have to respect that and try to take it away, because otherwise you get the whole floor opened up for him, and that's a real problem.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And just one of the most complete players in the game today. George's two-way game and strong leadership traits are reasons why he's a star. And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Here's Harden. The Clippers getting their last shot to go. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul of the game.
76ers.
Here's Harden. No luck on that one. Ooh, nice D from George.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And the call will be against James Harden. That's his first foul.
After being so smart with the ball in the first half, he's gotten a bit careless.
So both teams changing it up here. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Here's Mann. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's Boston. Driving in. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Well, he only plays one way, and that's full throttle, all day, all the time, cold-blooded and lethal.
Here's Green. No good. Had a chance to end the run there. Leonard outside. Milton with a steal.
And that puts them just one foul from the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for Los Angeles?
The way they've been able to consistently get past the defense and to the cup has been most impressive. They've almost made it look pedestrian.
They're also doing a good job working the ball inside tonight. The defense has been struggling to slow them down there in the paint.
Here's Highland. Turnaround Jay. And it's Harrell with a rebound. Outside Milton. Pass to Melton. And here is Green. Cranked it in off the glass. Green's got 5.
We know Green prefers to work up close. He loves getting those high percentage looks.
Montrezl Harrell can be so many things for this team. One of the best small ball fives in the NBA.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
McDaniels. Yes, and it's Harrell with the assist. McDaniels got his second bucket on the night. And a little more about Montrezl Harrell. What an addition he is to any roster card.
I agree with you, B.A., whether he's starting or coming off the bench. Harrell brings great energy and production. A real injection as a spark plug.
Here's Pell. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Here's Boston. That one doesn't drop. McDaniels with some nice D. Here's Milton. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Pass to Boston. Three-pointer. And the Clippers miss again. Now here's Green. 5 points in the game. Now here is Harrell. And it's stolen by Plumlee. And they're running. Here's Highland. And he throws it down with one hand.
He was way ahead of the pack. No one around to contest. He can do anything he wants in that situation.
You know, and not leaving anything to chance either. That's why he takes it right to the bucket.
The Sixers with another miss. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Hero for 3. And it's Harrell with a rebound. Oh, deflected. Outside, Green. Here's Melton. The layup off target.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Offensive rebound.
What hustle on the offensive glass, finding ways to capitalize, paying off that hard work.
And there's the call on Mason Plumlee. That's his first foul.
Fourth team foul. 76ers substitution, Tobias Harris.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. Already up 26 points as this quarter ends. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. Back after this.
36. Let's give a round of applause for your Clippers.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Harden with it. From deep three-point range. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
Finally starting to dial in from range. That's his second this half.
George outside. Drives to the hoop. And the jam by George.
George, a devastating finisher with momentum behind him. He doesn't let anything get in his way on the drive. He's right to the rack.
Harden can't hit. And it's the Clippers on the break. No good. A bit long that time. And the NBA enjoying the highest attendance numbers in the history of the league. Clark, compare the fan experience now to where it was in the 80s.
BA, I don't know if there is any comparison. I mean, when you factor in the popularity of the league now with the various social media platforms that exist, the star magnitude power of the game's biggest stars worldwide, I just think it's a different time. More teams, more exposure, more platforms for exposure, and a real understanding of how to market the NBA globally. So fans have a way of engaging that didn't exist in the early 80s.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it.
Yeah, highly efficient, nothing extra special there, just effective.
Now here's Harden with the drive. Here's Green. Right side Harden. It's stolen by Leonard. It's a one-on-one situation. Kicks it to George. Leonard left side. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul.
Some really tough defense inside, but Leonard won't back down. I mean, he's just scrappy. He wants to make the defense work twice as hard.
Both teams will make substitutions.
And really strong at the line since the break.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
Coming onto the court is your Clippers.
Now the 76ers with it. Covington with it. Now guarded by Harris. And that one's good. Covington.
Boy, we've talked about, George is athletic. He's long, and he's got really long arms, which helps him as a defender, and that allows him to clog up passing lanes and come up with steals, too.
Harris's shot is good.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
George draws the double. From deep. And they recover it.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
Pass to McDaniels. Harden from outside. That one no good. And Los Angeles the other way now. Here's Leonard. He can't hit that time. McDaniels with some nice D. Outside Harden. Misses the three.
He's trying to force his way into a rhythm, but that's not helping the team.
For three, George. George with another miss. Now Philadelphia with it. And here's Harris outside. It's hauled in by the Clippers. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Down low. Pass to Zubac. And he banks in the layup.
Over his career, Kawhi has become a willing passer. One of his many improvements since being drafted in 2011.
Now here's Maxey. And a missed layup. Leonard outside. George outside. Leonard left side. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take two from the free throw line. That one on McDaniels.
Oh, what a powerful move by Kawhi. Absorbing the foul, but still getting the shot in the air.
And so he hits both. Well, Clark, when you joined the NBA in 1982, there were around 300 players. Nowadays, it's over 500.
Yeah, you know, some would argue that's more opportunities, which is factual, but also others would say it's a little watered down now. But there are more good players, so I think it's basically an expansion of the talent level we see across the world. And the world is where the game is played, and that continues to be demonstrated by the number of international players that continue to make a mark on the NBA. So overall, I think it's a good thing to see the number of players expand at the NBA level.
And another miss by Philadelphia. And the Clippers have possession. The baseline J is on the way. Pass to Hero. And so he draws the foul, heading to the line to shoot a pair.
Man, good whistle there.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Grant, you look at the playoffs last year. I mean, a lot of big-name stars struggled to deliver. Is that every year, or you think that was an anomaly?
You know, B.A., I think it was a bit of an anomaly. I mean, I think you think what's happened in the league in the last few years with the bubble and then the restart last season, there's been a lot of basketball played, and I think it's impacted a lot of players. So I think moving forward, we'll get back to a level of normalcy with the rest and recovery of the offseason, and big-name stars will continue to excel and thrive in the years to come.
Here's Highland. And the rise of the internet has helped give players their own voice. But now with podcasts and other streams, Grant, they're also able to monetize their voice.
Yeah, players understand the value of their voice and also how to monetize that. Speaking directly to their fans, to their customers, using these different platforms. You know, I think broadcasters need, I think you and I need to have a podcast, B.A.
For sure. I know we can't afford you, though.
That might be true.
Back to Hero. And he floats it in for the easy two. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Clippers.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And so this will lock down their 15th win of the year.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
When it is just a two-game season series, the team winning game one has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Kawhi Leonard.
The scoring effort from him, unreal. Carrying this team. I mean, he was amazing tonight.
Third team foul.
That one's off.
At the line for the 76ers, D'Anthony Melton.
And he sinks the second.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Pass to Boston. Plenty of space. Ooh, and an air ball on that one. Way off. Now Harrell. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for the 8 seconds.
Clippers ball.
Boy, this could snowball if they continue to put up points.
I can't say enough about their performance.
Here's Highland. Pass to Plumlee. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Sixers. And here's Milton. So no problem for the Clippers as they get the win. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it.
Person party, we having a bash. Don't jump, click the click. Most these guys is counterfeit. I'm in the hood without a. You never know, might see some. She love me cause I don't. I'm local, but still out the mix. This live by the wrist, talking slick. I'm rich, but I never. She fine, but still I won't commit. Spoil, throwing fists. One to pay that rent. I ain't like these rappers or these hustling backwards. I talk facts, bro. All you after is the fame, and that's whack to us. I put that on my cousin. I bet 2 tires cost like $1,600. I'm driving home, I'm sick to my stomach, but self-pity won't cut it. I tell them up the budget. Now wanna own they masters. Y'all actors, I'm a factor. Roll like tractors, playing Genuine the Bachelor. If I want it, I got. And my Amex say I'm platinum at the car wash with a bad one. Take a pic with me, then tag them. Can't call me they friend, or call me they mans, or call me they worldies. 40 below, my heart is still cold. I got it in sport, I'm revving the motor. I'm getting changed, they want me to slip through the cracks. Baby is enemy, she let me crash. 2-person party, we having a bash. Won't jump, click the click. Hit boy, but I ain't like you kids. They know what time it is. Peel off Lambo tire skid. Doing the most. Imagine you and me close. I'm too ahead. All of the homies. Yeah. I need a tell her go grab me. Claiming that she love it, yeah. Get the roses by the dozen, yeah. Baby, take you out in public. Mess around until the sun is. I ain't playing, I ain't frontin'. Didn't start this up for nothing, yeah. I pulled up on you, baby, like what's good. I can take you on trips, show you the hood. Ain't nobody gonna take you, I wish that they would. And I'm bad in the sack, cause I'm misunderstood, yeah. I need a tell her, pour me some more. Since you walk through the door, you in, baby, around and you leaving, baby. Time is precious, can I keep me, baby? Maybe one day when it's you, my lady. Better check up and go see on the daily. Now I'm a missus, but it's me. Pray that one day I can make the payment. I've been down for a minute, now I'm getting up. It ain't how the city, the young and be stuck. Speak on my name, but they won't say too much. I see him in club and they still show me love. Go with a fake, but they can't get enough. She won't even fuss. Give me 2 minutes and I'll run amok. I ain't looking to shot it up. See that you nasty, see that you can be, see that you cannot see to get it past me. Wonder if you ever gonna let the past be. If this ain't what you wanna, leave it gladly. If I've been looking at you from my badge, last time you told me now I really got you laughing, pick you up. Doing 150 in traffic, call me a savage. Now that living lavish, I'm trying to find the right passage, but got the message. Told me go and get the package. I'm like Dennis the Menace, Serena with tennis. We don't get no second chances. 2166 up in it, free my brother took it. If you ain't know better know this. I need a tell her go grab me. Now she claiming that she love it, yeah. Get the roses by the dozen, yeah. Baby, take you out in public. Mess around until the sun is. I ain't playing, I ain't frontin'. Didn't start this up for nothing, yeah. I pulled up on you, baby, like what's good. I can take you on trips, show you the hood. Ain't nobody gonna take you, I wish that they would. And I'm bad in this sack, cause I'm misunderstood, yeah. I need a Tell her pour me some more. Since you walk through the door, you've been. In my light, yeah. 눈더미 같이 쌓인 일들은 in my light, yeah. 난 얼마나 더 많이 또 일을 해, yeah. 사람들은 잊지 않을까 내 이름 세 글자를. 덕분에 우린 하루 두 번의 아침 해를 burner. 다 집어쳐 오늘 밤 we party. 난 다 밀었어 오랜만에 we mobbing. 계획을 바꿀래 갑자기. 내 새로운 노래가 rockin'. On the speaker, 사진 찍고 싶어. Yeah, just take a picture. Yeah, 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 yeah. Feeling all this. Yeah, 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 yeah,